In the NBA, it's all freakish athletic ability and size that defies logic. To be that athletic and that big, the NBA style player, like the Muggsy Bogueses don't exist anymore.
No.
Yeah.
Welcome to GOATQUEST, the 174th episode. Is that a true story?
Yeah. I think it's
am I
number
making that up?
47.
And now we look into March Madness with the Michigan Wolverines sitting atop the Midwest bracket
Yeah.
and the Michigan State Spartans sitting at number 3 in the what bracket?
Oh, God.
Talk to me,
Do
Kimosabe.
you think I remember brackets?
Yeah, you got to run this thing down.
Shit.
Michigan State, by the way, is a $1,000 to $100 bet. So they're a 10 to 1 to make the Final Four. If you're looking to
No, I'm not
put a
looking
little
at, I'm
down
not
on the
looking at
izzone.
them. No big guys.
Put a little throw down on the
they're
izzone.
center. Yeah, they've got gaps.
Big gaps.
Yeah. Oh, now I see them.
Where are you? Third seeded.
I haven't beaten.
What bracket?
I don't even know. Is there names to brackets?
Of course there is.
Shit, I
They
don't-
are
okay.
third in the.
I see that they play North Dakota State.
They are in the East bracket. Michigan State is playing in Buffalo, New York. They are in the East bracket, where they will meet North Dakota State. Who is your pick?
I got
Let's come right out of the block.
I got Michigan State, but the problem is, I love South Florida. I watched them play yesterday, and they're tough.
You son of a bitch! You're doing some homework,
Dude, I
You're watching
did some
South
homework.
Florida. That's a
Dude,
deep
I watched
cut.
South Florida, and I loved them.
That is a deep cut.
I have them, I have them getting to Duke. I just don't have them beating Duke in the Elite Eight, but I have them winning the first couple games.
Louisville doesn't scare me, so I think they're going to get out of South Florida and Louisville. Neither of them scare me. A lot of people are picking a super upset special with North Dakota. You look at North Dakota's schedule. I know they had a nice record. They played nobody.
No.
They beat nobody.
No. Michigan State's in the Big Ten, and they played tough against Michigan.
They're going to be tournament ready.
Yeah.
They've made
Yeah,
Final
Izzo
Fours
will
left
have
and
them-
right.
Yeah, Izzo will have them rolling.
The problem, we talked about this, the problem with Michigan State is the big men's inconsistency.
Yeah.
Right? If
Yeah.
if two of the three play well, they win.
Yeah.
Right? When two of the three don't play well, they struggle.
Yep.
They usually get the same out of Frears. They get a little bit out of Cohen Carr.
Yeah.
Tang hits a three. Tang. Kerr Tang.
Yeah, when I watch them, kind of the whole team is inconsistent. It feels like each of them have bad games at times.
Yeah, they've overachieved up to this point. So
Yes.
I don't think they get past the 16, but I think they get to the 16, which flips us over to Michigan. And
You think Michigan State gets to the Sweet 16?
I do. I think they'll get past either Louisville or South Florida.
I don't think they get past South Florida, but go ahead.
I like that. That's an interesting pick.
South
for you.
Florida's tough.
So let's go to Michigan.
Yes, sir.
The Michigan Wolverines sit atop the Midwest, but it wasn't without end of the year struggles. They
Yeah.
did not look great.
They've got one of their big men that's out.
Well, Kaysen is out.
Kaysen's out.
Kaysen's
Yeah.
out for the year for the rest of the tournament with the leg injury.
But they still have so much talent and such good guard play and good forward play and the player of the year in the Big
Cadeau
Ten.
has disappeared a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Disappeared against Duke.
A little bit.
Disappeared against Purdue. I mean, Purdue was a buzzsaw in
Yeah.
the Big Ten tournament. So
Yeah.
there's no shame in losing to Purdue in the Big Ten final. That's a nice team.
It's a good
A team that was preseason number 1,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And with Clough out is when they really went on a little bit of a dry spell and had to figure it out a little bit.
I mean,
But,
they were beating everybody by 30.
yeah.
I mean, every game. The first 10 games, they beat everybody by 30
And,
almost.
and Michigan went on a great streak.
And you should have told me that because I would have bet that they didn't win by 30, and then they would have stopped winning by 30.
Yeah, there you go.
The second.
When we
the
bet on
second,
something,
I bet.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. But Michigan loses the Big Ten championship to Purdue. Braden Smith approaching the Big Ten assists record. He missed it by one, but he'll get it in the first game of the NCAA tournament. Purdue gets a 2 seed. That's really what jumped them up. As we pick apart Michigan's side of the bracket, I don't want to go further than the 16, right? We got multiple episodes here. We'll do another Final Four episode, so I don't want to give people too much.
Okay.
But Michigan opens with the winner of the play-in game, which play-in game? Howard.
And
the Bison out of the MEAC, the MEAC champion.
And I actually
against the Cinderella, who was the only team to ever win out of the 16th slot.
UMBC.
University of Maryland, Baltimore County.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard when you haven't seen a lot of these teams play, but I'm just going off some of the stats that I looked at. I like Howard, and they're getting points. So they're getting a 1.5.
Howard getting points. Yep. You're taking them with a 1.5. You like them to win the game outright, obviously.
Obviously.
And that would give them the gift of playing your Michigan Wolverines.
I don't even think it's a game, though. I mean, if Michigan plays even an average game, it's going to be a
I don't even think they have to play average.
20, 25 point
They can
game.
play below average.
Correct.
And probably win by 10.
By 10 or 15, yeah.
So Michigan gets through round one regardless of who wins in the UMBC Howard matchup, Howard Bison.
Just too much talent.
But in round two, to get to the Sweet 16, Michigan has a bigger hurdle than most people would think. Mm-hmm. Both of these teams, St. Louis, remember, until the very end of the season, they picked up a couple losses at the end. They had one of the best records in the country.
Yeah.
And they can shoot it, and they got 10 guys who score 10 points a game. Right? This is Robbie Avila with the glasses, the center who can shoot threes, right? So
I think everybody can shoot threes now,
well, that's
can't
true.
they?
That's
Isn't that
true.
the truth? That's a big change in the game.
Big body.
Everybody
big body
threes.
3-point shooter. But Georgia, if Georgia comes out of that game, Georgia's got one of the most experienced and savvy backcourts in the country. Wilkinson and Kane are both lights-out shooters. They've got Catchings, the forward. He's the super freshman who just scored 30-something in their tournament, in the SEC tournament. So Georgia can score. They're a top 10 offense in the country. They can fill it up. Now, whether or not Michigan is going to have the kind of shooting game that they had against Purdue.
Yeah.
But if they do, then all of a sudden there's problems in Mudville.
Well, there's probably, if you're not hitting your threes and you're not rebounding, you're not doing the stuff you're supposed to do, you got problems.
When I think about a number one, though, like Michigan is, like arguably the number one, it's them and Duke, right?
Yes,
Duke beat
correct.
them, so they get
And the best part about Michigan and Duke is not their offense. It's their defense. They're number 1 and 2 in defense in the nation. So, that's that. And I like that because defense travels, rarely has a bad game.
Yeah.
Right?
Defense travels in the NCAA tournament. If your defense can keep you in the game, your offense can catch up. What scares me about Michigan's end to the season is what occurred with the guard play.
They went a little cold.
Yeah. What scares me is the backcourt play, inconsistency, going against really good backcourts in St. Louis and Georgia and whoever takes them on the other side. Where they have great benefit is if they can get through to the Sweet 16. We know the problems that surfaced today with Alabama.
Yeah.
The problems that have surfaced at the end of the year with Texas Tech. So your 4 and your 5 seed, Texas Tech is without their best basketball player.
Yeah.
And I mean both sides of the ball, defensively and offensively. Toppin was their best player. He's out for the tournament. Alabama has now lost multiple players, and multiple players are questionable. But most importantly, Holloway, their best guard, is now out, suspended, taken off campus, big bag of weed, and he is gone from the team.
Didn't you say a pound of weed or something?
On the plus side of a pound.
Wow.
My man found the dank buds, and he didn't mind the store very well.
And they obviously are in a state that it's not legal.
Oh, true enough.
Yeah.
You have to have
not that a pound would be legal in Michigan.
Yeah.
I don't think it is.
Well, you're supposed to. I guess there's also some kind of a stamp you have to have on it if it's right. If it's not black market, if it's bought through the proper channels, and he didn't have the stamp on his bag either.
Well, still, you got caught with a pound of weed. What are you doing?
Well, I liked Hofstra in that game anyway. I thought Hofstra was a potential upset special in that game anyway. Coached by Speedy Claxton. Claxton coaches them. We've got a lot of ex-players coaching teams. Nolan Smith with Tennessee State got that job in July.
You know, that's a good maybe. Well, one of these times we've got to talk about ex-players and coaching. What do we think about that? Because we can contradict ourselves all day, right? You can have Nick Saban. You can have, all these coaches. They didn't play a fucking down.
A lot of the legendary basketball coaches were not significant players.
No.
Right?
No.
Dean Smith and Calipari.
Naismith didn't play.
Izzo played football at Northern Michigan.
Isn't there like 4 guys that played football at Northern Michigan? Izzo,
Mariucci,
yeah.
But we got a lot of players. Jerry McNamara, the point guard from Syracuse, who took them to a national championship. McNamara's got Siena playing Duke in round 1. Nolan Smith, I mentioned, has got Tennessee State. I mentioned Speedy Claxton. So there's guys. Well, obviously Shire, who's coaching Duke. All these guys are ex-players now and having success, which is not that common for ex-players to show up. By the way, Penny Hardaway, who's had a tough time at Memphis,
I actually
he got his job. They renewed his contract, so he is coming back.
I don't know if it's not common to be an ex-player, but if you went through the Division I coaches, more are not ex-players than were.
Or at least they weren't players of significance.
Yeah, really good players.
Hoiberg was a really good player. He's doing well at Nebraska.
Yeah.
If we go back in our era, or looking at the Pistons, people forget that Larry Brown was actually a great basketball player. Larry Brown, that little son of a bitch.
No shit.
Oh, yeah. Larry Brown was a player. He was an excellent ABA star, college star. Yeah.
Wow.
Very good guard. So when we look at these teams coming out of Michigan's bracket, I don't like Alabama or Texas Tech. I think Michigan, if they can get through Georgia, St. Louis, they can get into the Sweet 16, I think they could ride that all the way. I won't say how far I think they can go. I'm going to hold off on my Final Four picks, but I think Michigan makes a run.
Yeah, I like Texas Tech over Alabama. I don't know why. I mean,
what about Akron? What about the Zips?
Yeah.
You don't think Akron can take out Texas Tech?
No. Texas Tech is too long, too tall, too athletic.
MAC gets multiple teams in with Miami of Ohio in the play-in game.
When has a MAC team ever gone to the Final Four? Final 8, Elite 8.
I know
Sweet 16?
Kent State made a Sweet 16 run.
Marley? When Marley
played? No, that was CMU.
I know.
Kent State made a run with Antonio Gates, the tight end from the San Diego Chargers.
No shit.
He played basketball at Kent State. They made a run with that team. Yeah.
No shit.
Gary Waters,
I kind of remember
coaching that team. He was a St. Cecilia, Detroit guy.
What is wrong with you? Who remembers shit like that?
Well, he was coach of the year at Kent State. He was MAC coach of the year.
In fucking 1986?
Remember Eastern Michigan when they had Ben Braun coaching?
Kinda.
They had some good teams there, made some runs.
Yeah.
George Gervin was an Eastern Michigan guy.
Yeah.
Western Michigan. Didn't Western Michigan win an opening round game once?
I thought Gervin played for...
He only played for Eastern.
No shit.
Yeah. He went out to California, like Long Beach State, when Jerry Tarkanian was coaching out there. He went out there, but he didn't like the West Coast and had to come back to Michigan.
No shit.
Came back to Eastern Michigan. And then he got kicked out kicked out of school entirely for throwing that punch against, it was like Kentucky or somebody. Big game. George Gervin threw a punch at a guy and got suspended and had to go into the ABA. That's a whole nother story.
Wow.
First, he had to take a stop. You want a real throwback? He had to play for the Pontiac Chaparrals.
What in the fuck is wrong?
Which was pre-CBA. It was like the, U.S. Basketball Association.
No shit.
Some garbage league before the CBA. George Gervin had to play for the Chaparrals.
Fucking Iceman.
Yeah, the Chaparrals had to pick him up. And then he ended up getting picked up by First. Remember what NBA team he played for? With Julius Erving?
Oh, 76ers?
Oh, but ABA. Pre-76ers.
No.
The Virginia Squires.
What year was that? 1963?
Let's say 74.
Okay.
I'm guessing. But
Mid-70s.
74, 75, 76, right in there.
Yeah.
That is George Gervin and Julius Erving. You imagine the finger roll and the Afro dunk on the same team in the same front line?
No.
That's too sweet. The
I know.
Iceman and Dr. J.
And the poor guys that they're
would
playing
love to have
against,
seen the Squires.
They didn't even understand. You know, they're just playing hoops. I mean, you imagine those guys talking about that now?
What an era. What an
Right.
era for hoops. But let's get back to our March Madness.
Back to March Madness.
March Madness. So, Sweet 16, focusing in. And by the way, this Sweet 16 feature, like always, we are here at the Downtown Poorhouse, the GOAT Tavern of Plymouth, Michigan, the place to watch sports, the place to watch your March Madness games. Sully Sullivan's Downtown Poorhouse on Freilich Street. This Sweet 16 format is brought to you by Patrick Financial. That's John Pelon, financial planning with understanding. And we're going to do our accounting of our fantasy brackets with ATS Advisors. That's a CPA firm serving the people behind the numbers.
And they are spectacular with their numbers.
With their numbers.
With their numbers.
So that's where we're going to get our statistical merit from in this engagement. Who do you like? East Division. That's the bracket with Duke as the number one.
Yeah.
Who makes the Sweet 16 out of that bracket? Who are your four teams?
I've got Duke, and obviously they're one of the best teams in the NCAA because of their defense.
And because of the Boozer brothers.
Yes. And playing Duke in the Sweet 16, I've got St. John's. I've got them beating Iowa and beating Kansas. And then in the other bracket, we got South Florida. I've got Duke and South Florida.
Who comes out of the bottom half of the East?
Duke and South Florida. That's who I have.
You got South Florida making the run.
I do. They're tough. I watched them the
That's
other
an
night.
11 seed. That's a Cinderella story.
They got like four guys that are like 6'5", that shoot threes, that rebound, that play defense. Yeah.
I'm not sure you're right about that. Let's
maybe
find
I'm
out
not.
if you're right about
but they're
that.
tough.
Wes Ennis averages almost 17 a game. Isaiah Nelson, almost 10 boards. And then almost 5 assists for C.J. Brown. They got 5 guys averaging over 11, though. You're right.
Yeah. They're tough. And they rebound
That's
and
it.
play
They
D.
got nothing coming off the bench.
And they rebound and play D.
They're going to have 5 guys all playing more than 26 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then you think they can do it?
I think so.
All right.
I think so.
All right. South Florida is Tom's pick to make a run from that bracket. Who do you like? Let's switch it over, and let's jump over to the West. We're going east side to the west side is the best side.
Okay.
That's Arizona, the number 1 seed, against Long Island U in the opener.
I've got Arizona against Long Island U
By 112?
by 112. Actually,
Then you could literally give 45 points.
No, we'll get to the picks, but I really like the picks that are giving 30 points or above in the first round.
Because you think they're going to win by 40.
Dude, it's
Arizona wins by 45. I'm calling it right now.
No question. Duke.
It's a 90-something
Duke
to a
against
50
Siena. Duke, and I think the line is 29.5. Duke against Siena. They're going to win by 40.
Siena,
45.
I don't know. Siena's got this kid, Gavin Doty, who can shoot the ball. It's about 20 points a game.
Yeah, but you get a 6'5",
6-7 rebounds.
a 6'5" guy on you that can play D. You can't shoot so well anymore.
A couple guys who can shoot can keep you into a 20-point game.
If they're open.
If they're open.
Yeah, if they're open.
I think Arizona's got problems with Utah State in round 2. Utah State is legit. I think Arizona has problems in round 2. I'm not going to call the upset, but I think that game will go right down to the wire.
I actually have Villanova, and I don't really know why I picked them over Utah State, but I did. I think Arizona makes it all the way to the Final Four and takes on Duke.
Can we talk about Utah State for a second?
Sure.
All right. That game is March 20th. They play Villanova. The Big East.
That's like
Friday.
Less than a week.
Yeah, Friday.
This Friday.
This is all coming.
Yeah.
This is happening.
Yeah.
It's happening right now, right in front of your very eyes.
Yeah.
Villanova and the Big East have had so it's just Villanova, St. John's, and UConn.
Yeah.
The days when the Big East got 8 teams in are long gone. But Utah State is the sole representative from the Mountain West. How does that happen? How does Utah State become the only team in the Mountain West? San Diego State didn't make it, 20-plus wins. New Mexico didn't make it, 20-plus wins.
Probably
Mountain West is a good basketball conference.
I was just looking at that. Strength of schedule, kind of.
But, I mean, are they giving them no credence for playing each other? These are great teams in the Mountain West.
No, I mean, it's not the SEC. It's not.
It isn't like San Diego State hasn't made runs before. It's not like New Mexico hasn't won games before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't see, I mean, I hope Utah State makes a run because this is another one of these teams in Utah State that has a bunch of players who can fill it up. And I want to see the Mountain West make some noise in this tournament, but I think they should have got at least one more team.
You know what's tough, too? All those West Coast teams, we never see them.
No, but that's the problem.
We never see them.
Yeah, there's a huge East Coast
maybe
bias.
you'll get lucky on a Friday night and kick them on, but am I
Huge
going
East
to watch
Coast bias.
Utah State play fucking, I don't even know the players.
Do you like Arkansas as much as I do with Darius Acuff out of Cass Tech High School in Detroit, Michigan?
I like them to beat Hawaii and cover. Yeah. Actually, I have.
And beat Wisconsin? Or are you going to play your Badgers?
No, I got Wisconsin. I think Wisconsin's tough. I just think the Big Ten is a tough conference this
It is,
year.
but I don't see how they beat Arkansas.
Physical. I don't see how they do either, but I
Pringle, Brazil. Acuff is just a nasty witch of a point guard.
Yeah.
I do not see Wisconsin having. I mean, Blackwell's a good player. I know they're going to put Blackwell on him, right? And I think he will abuse Blackwell.
I just think down low they're a little bigger. I don't know. That's
So
why
Wisconsin's going to pound the ball inside, and that's how they're going to get Calipari out.
I think so. Yeah.
All right, I'll take it. You see any of these? Who's the 5-12 upset? Every year, a 12 beats a 5. What's it going to be? A lot of people were looking at High Point against Wisconsin. You don't like that one, though. You got the Badgers.
No, I got the Badgers.
What about St. John's, Northern Iowa? People like Northern Iowa think St. John's is
Against
overrated.
St. John's, no way. No way.
Rick Pitino and his extracurricular activities with
well,
other men's wives.
Oh, they all got extracurricular activities. Who are you kidding?
He's a good Italian coach, right? Calipari and Patino.
I love that.
And Lou Carnesecca.
I love the video.
And PJ Carlissimo.
Yeah, I love the video last year. Where were you guys raised that you fucking miss a shot and you fucking go back and cry? Who raised you? I mean,
he's calling out their parents on national television.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You guys are walking around with your heads down. What's wrong with you?
That's basically what Saban did, right? I mean, Saban's exit speech, if you really listen to what he's saying behind what he said is, Miss Terry and I had a conversation after meeting the parents of the new batch of recruits, and after we heard what their priorities were, we said, we're fucking out.
Because all they talked about is how much money.
Because all these parents wanted to talk about was how much cash they could get.
Correct.
Right?
Not how their sons
not how we're going to take care of their young people.
No.
Yeah. So that's where we're at in American sports. So bottom bracket, Rick Barnes has had more teams and tournaments than anybody. He's got Tennessee. Do you think Tennessee has a chance to make a run? Do you think Kentucky? I love Iowa State at the bottom of that bracket.
I have Tennessee going to the Elite Eight.
You got them.
Yeah, I've got them beating Kentucky. I've got Kentucky getting through Iowa State.
Kentucky's not beating Iowa State.
Okay.
I'm telling you right now.
Okay.
Lipsy. I mean that Iowa Joshua Jefferson. That Iowa State team is loaded.
Yeah. I just have Kentucky
and the
beating
Big 12 is battle tested. Big 12 looks every bit as good as the Big 10.
Okay. You want to bet?
Yeah, I want that action. I'll take Iowa State straight up in that game all day long.
All right.
All day long.
If we get to it, if they both win, then we'll have a bet.
I might give you a few points there. No sleepers, though, in this. You've got South Florida coming out of the other one. No sleepers in the Midwest.
No, I just think
no sleepers in the East.
No, no.
I love Purdue.
Florida.
All right, I've already
Oh, yeah.
put money on Purdue. So if we're talking probability,
If I saw Purdue play Michigan 10 times, they're not winning 6.
I think they easily could.
I don't think so. I think Michigan
Without
is
Kaysen, okay, if Michigan had Kaysen,
yeah.
then I would tip my cap and say you're right.
Yeah.
Without Kaysen, I think it's a 50-50 matchup every time with Purdue and Michigan. It's a coin toss game.
Yeah.
I mean, Kaufman Wren, Braden Smith, and Lawyer. Those 3 for Purdue, and now they add Clough, who's playing at a very high level. I think that makes them very tough.
Just, in basketball, it's when I watched the Michigan game, I just thought they were thinking too much, like setting up the offense. They didn't look, they just weren't playing ball, right? And it just.
Did you feel like I did where they made one too many passes?
Is it, yeah,
they had the open shot.
Is it us wanting Michigan to win so bad that we over criticize shit? A little bit, yeah,
maybe.
It felt like that.
I saw a few things in that game.
Because everything worked that Purdue did, especially at the end. Everything worked.
Yeah, I saw a couple things that I didn't like in that game. No, the first thing was too many passes. Take the open shot in rhythm. When you catch the ball in rhythm, take the open shot. You've been making them all year long.
And they didn't make shit.
Right. So I think it was because guys expected guys to take shots that they didn't take. They made the extra pass, and now you're not in rhythm. The other thing is, when you got Mara against somebody who's 5 inches shorter than him, you got to throw some jump balls in there.
Yeah.
You got to just put the ball up above the rim and let him go get it.
And they really didn't.
No.
They didn't take advantage of it.
They did not take advantage of a 6'8", 6'9" center against a 7+ center.
Yeah.
So a couple of things I think they can correct. The good news is Dusty May's a hell of a coach, and he will correct that.
Oh, yeah.
They will look different the next time
question.
around.
No question.
So I do like Purdue. I like the fact that Purdue is in the same bracket as Arizona. I think Utah State's going to give Arizona a lot of trouble, but I got Purdue coming out of the West. You have Duke coming out of the East. Midwest, do you have Michigan riding a strong?
I have Michigan coming. Yep, I have Michigan coming out.
But you got Kentucky going to be the other one in that 4.
No, Kentucky lose to Tennessee. I have Tennessee, Michigan.
Tennessee, Michigan is
Tennessee,
your 2
Michigan.
on that side. All right. So let's go over and finish up with the South. And we saw already what happened today with my man with the bag of weed rolling into the March Madness.
Thinking he was fine.
Right. We're just rolling
He's got
in.
a pound of weed on him.
Rolling in red-eyed and ready to go.
Hey.
So you got Florida atop the South.
I got Florida, Iowa. I have Iowa getting through Clemson.
Tom Ledbetter's favorite state, the state of Florida, where crystal meth is sold at gas stations.
Yeah. And the next round, I have Vanderbilt and Nebraska. I actually really like Nebraska. And I kind of like Vanderbilt, too, but I
think...
You
have a bit of a man crush on Fred Hoiberg.
Yeah, a little bit.
I know you do. And what's Sanford? Is that the three-point shooter? He's a nice player.
Okay. Okay.
They got a tough game. Troy State's no joke.
I actually like VCU to beat North Carolina, especially with their point guard out that's injured. And
I love VCU.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
But I don't think they get through Illinois. I don't know. Something about the Big Ten.
I like VCU. I like that 11 seed making a run. That would be my sleeper.
Somebody that gets to the Elite
coming
Eight,
out of there.
maybe.
And I like St. Mary's, too. I like St. Mary's could beat Texas A&M.
I have St. Mary's beating them in the first round, and then I have Houston, who I've got. I've got Houston in the Final Four.
Houston's a bitch. Houston's
fucking
Emmanuel
good.
Calvin Calvin Sampson,
so
mucho
athletic.
experience,
So athletic, so long. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's going to be very difficult for any of these teams to stop Houston. Matter of fact, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I got Houston making a very, very, very long run.
I got Houston in the Final Four.
Yeah. I do like Vandy up top. I have Clemson and Iowa. I don't think they're going to be a trouble, and I think that Nebraska might get shocked by Troy State. So I'm gonna really hone in on Vanderbilt.
You have Nebraska losing to Troy State?
I think they're going to get tested. I think that's another one that goes right down to the wire. I could definitely see Troy State winning that game.
Oh, shit.
Troy State will be in that game. What's the point spread? 13.5. I'll take Troy State to the bank to cover that number.
Really?
They will cover that number. I'm calling it out right now. All right. Any other sleepers? Hofstra will not be scared of Alabama, and Akron will not be scared of Texas Tech. Either one of those games could end up in upsets. Texas Tech without their best player, Alabama without their best guard.
Yeah.
Either one of those games could be upset. Now, I like Nate Oates as a coach, former Romulus High head coach. I like Nate Oates as a head coach at Alabama, but he's going to be under a lot of pressure.
How do you know that guy that you just said coaches at Romulus High?
First of all, Romulus High.
What's fucking wrong with you?
Romulus High is a very serious
did you
basketball
know that?
powerhouse. T. Mills. I mean, that's one of the greatest high school players of all time, and a great
we
Michigan
gotta bring
man.
some guys in here.
And a great Michigan
I'm
man.
losing my shit here, and you're making me look bad.
That's an ATS advisors break.
I haven't done
Those are the people behind the numbers.
Algebra and fucking.
CPA firms serving the people behind the numbers.
If you could fill out 1 billion brackets per second.
If I filled out 1 billion brackets per second
and calculated it, converting it to years, it would take you 292 years to
Holy
fill those
shit.
brackets out.
to get the winner.
Even at 1 billion brackets, it would take you almost 300 years to fill those
So
brackets.
what
Use
we're,
1 billion brackets per second.
Put your probability hat on this one. And I'm asking. This is not I'm really asking. I really like Purdue. After what I saw in the Big Ten tournament, I like Purdue. Purdue is the current record holder, 30 appearances without making a Final Four. Right? So probability says with this many good teams over this many years that they're going to have one that gets through. Does that what is my improvement on a probability scale mathematically?
There's no probability.
I know everybody says that each outcome is an individual, but a large enough set of numbers.
Large enough set of numbers, yeah, sure. Half the time they'll get in, half the time they won't, right?
I feel like probability is working in my favor, but mathematically maybe
Mathematically,
it's
yeah.
horseshit.
It's a fallacy. It's
Maybe.
the same fallacy
It is a
we
fallacy.
use for lottery, right?
It's like flipping a coin, right?
Number 2 came
It's
in
gonna be
last week,
50-50.
don't play it this
Yeah.
week, right?
You get.
I was just getting you the sheer magnitude
Yeah.
of the $1 billion bracket challenge that cost you. Everybody's like, oh, the $1 billion bracket, I'm going to win this thing.
I don't
You have
even.
a
I don't even remember what that means.
10 to the 18th. That's a 10 with 18.
Or how to figure it out.
It's a 10 with 18 zeros behind it, Tom.
All right. We got to get back to the play-in games. All right.
Okay.
Because who's going to win these games? NC State versus Texas.
I've got 4 underdogs.
The first 4.
I've got Texas.
You picked all underdogs.
I've got Texas. I just think Miami of Ohio had a bad game.
Texas getting a point and a half.
Yep. Actually, I've got to hold on.
You know, Texas already beat them on November 26th earlier this season.
I know. It's hard. It's not easy to beat people.
Neither of these
overall.
teams should make the tournament at all,
Fuck is my thing.
with like 13 losses.
Yeah.
But you've got Texas winning.
I've got Texas plus a point and a half. I've got Miami of Ohio plus 6.5.
I'm glad you picked them because both SMU, who plays Miami of Ohio, SMU finished 11th in the ACC, and they lost 5 out of their last 6, and somehow they're in the tournament.
Yeah.
Texas also lost 5 out of their last 6, and somehow made the tournament. They didn't deserve to be there.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we've got Howard and UMBC.
I've got Howard.
You already picked Howard.
I've got Howard getting a point and a half.
Lehigh and Prairie View.
I got Prairie View getting 3.5 points.
Lehigh? You got Lehigh going down?
I've got Prairie View. Prairie View's got some, they've been in the tournament a bunch, and they beat some teams.
Can you say Prairie View again?
Prairie View.
Prairie. I love that.
Is that what I said?
That's in the thumb.
I've had a couple
They call
beers.
Prairie.
Purry.
Purry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Prairie View.
Right here.
Prairie View. That is the first 4. That's Tom Beer's picks in the first 4. I like all of his picks except NC State, UMBC, and Lehigh. So I like all of your, I like all one of your picks. Miami of Ohio. That's the only one I like. I'll take the favorites and the other 3.
I tell you what, that's the first time in my life I've had 4 games to pick, and I took the team getting points.
And
that never happens.
And it will be your downfall. GOATQuest feature sponsorship, this time brought to you by Faro Imaging in Livonia, Michigan. Faro Imaging is your first and last stop for printing projects of any size. We bring your ideas to life in big, colorful ways and always make you and your message the top priority. Come to Faro Imaging and get the best customer service at the best price. It's time to bring in the peanut gallery.
We got to bring them in. Lead Betty.
Before you guys go into lewd and lascivious subject matter, I have to introduce you.
Yeah.
As I said, brought to you by Faro Imaging. This is T-Leds, the T-Rex, Tom Ledbetter, St. Alphonsus High School, the pride of Dearborn Heights? Or
Dearborn.
Dearborn?
Yep, East Dearborn.
Yeah.
You know.
Way
he
back
was
in the day. I mean, it was-
Mercury.
And
you know he was
Schaefer
in
and
Dearborn.
Warren.
Heights.
Dino Candela, Northville High School, the pride of JV wrestling. No, was it an undefeated JV season?
It was 1-0.
1-0.
1-0.
What weight class?
198.
Shit, you weren't on
198. One of your left leg was
Fucking hold your
198.
breath.
All right.
98.
So we brought these hoodlums into the broadcast for the purposes other than comedic value.
Yeah, comedic value.
I know
That's
there's going to
it.
be there's
'Cause
going to be
our
heavy
vote-
comedy here.
And there's
Well,
like
hey,
10 guys out there that'll find them funny, but they're all our butts.
Hang on, Joe. Before you start into that banter, and I all due respect, but I will say this.
Every time someone says all due respect, the next thing that's coming
No,
is
and-
okay.
and I'll be honest with you. All due respect, seriously. I mean, you guys do a great job here. Nobody sees what goes on behind the scenes here, and there's a lot goes into it, and you have to thank somebody. So you thank the people that are behind you.
Ace, you're my dog, Ace.
Ace, the man behind the glass,
And-
taking care of business.
Tom, obviously,
I don't
that
do anything. I do nothing.
you can say that, but that's not the truth.
That's the truth. I
The,
do
the,
nothing.
the bigger thing is this, you guys do a good job out here. You come out here and you tell the truth about really what's going on and what you feel about it. But more than that,
Passion.
there is no one that does a better book study than Joe Goff. Seriously.
Look at that.
It's not really book study.
Look at that.
It's just in his fucking brain.
That's my.
I just felt it move.
I know.
Yeah. It ain't like he's
That's inspiring.
Dude, I guarantee you.
That is
he did
inspiring
not
talk,
study-
sugar mouth.
He studied for about 10 minutes today.
No, I don't
and
believe
he just
that. No.
spits it all out.
I get
believe
in
it.
early. I put in the work.
Shut the fuck
I'm
up,
on the
dude.
phone.
Dude.
I'm talking to Dick Vitale down
No.
at his place in
You
South
ain't-
Carolina.
You ain't talking to shit. You just gotta. You gotta.
No,
fucking
I
gift.
truly
He's
do,
got
but-
a gift.
I'm getting
Yeah,
fucked
right,
up.
right. And you know,
You, on the other hand, I know the
Oh.
work that you put in. It has a lot to do with
He's
going
straight.
going to the refrigerator, going to the pantry, going to the stove,
As you guys
going
know,
out to the beer locker.
as you guys know, I'm looking for the least amount of work that I have to do to fucking get
and you
in
do
here.
it oh so
And
well.
I do it
Nailed it.
so well.
You do
just
it
enough.
so well.
Yeah.
You do
Well-
it. En fuego, my friend.
once again, you guys speak well. You do well. I like what's going on here, and let's continue on.
I have no idea why anybody likes me at all.
Oh, you're very likable.
No.
Yeah,
no,
you've
no,
got
no.
you've
No.
got as the,
Extremely likable.
the kids would say
right.
you've got Riz.
No, I don't have Riz. I don't even know what
Raz.
Riz is.
You have Riz.
I don't know what it is.
You have
Don't
Riz.
fucking use words that I don't know what they are.
He comes from the
That's,
thumb.
that's Gin Y.
I don't even know.
He comes from the thumb, so right away,
Believe me, there's many
people look
times
at him
I
almost
look
like,
in the
like a
mirror.
Sasquatch. He comes out of the wilderness, so people are already intrigued. Right on day one when you come out of the off a fishing boat.
Let's give Ledbetter some shit.
Yeah.
You know, he
All
acts
day
like
long.
he acts like he's fucking the sleuth over there.
T-Leds.
That's
I
never said
T-Leds. Yeah, no, you didn't say it, but you're acting like it.
Fire away, Joe.
Well, when you meet T-Leds, you're first of all, he's been wildly successful as a businessman in life.
Yeah.
And at first, I thought he was mentally handicapped.
I mean, he
when
cuts
first
his
met
own
him.
hair. He cuts his own hair. That's a start
That's
of
a
I
it.
fact.
didn't realize that he was just like on the far edge of the spectrum and just barely getting through. And then he proves to me that he's like a rocket scientist behind the scenes. He's got doing computers and shit. He's running his own business. He's making
Yeah.
millions of dollars.
He's always been a-
selling companies. And here the whole time, I thought maybe he had maybe he was on the short bus, going to school.
Yeah.
He was our George
in the,
Costanza.
in the
think there's-
trailer behind the building.
I think he's missing a couple chromosomes for sure.
He was our George
There is
Costanza.
no doubt about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I took too many hits on that field down there on whatever we call that street, but
Trumbull.
yeah, Trumbull.
T-Leds.
Yeah.
Give us your Sweet 16 shocker.
Do you have one?
Yep, I'm going to roll into
Who
this.
gets into the Sweet 16 that we would
I'm
not
going to
expect?
roll into this
In or
pretty
out?
quickly. You know, I look at this and I go, wow, you know, St. Louis,
The Billikens, great
you know,
name.
some of the guys in ESPN have them going quite a ways, but they've had 2 losses to Daytona.
To
Daytona.
Dayton. The Dayton Flyers.
I got Florida on the mind. Anyway,
Yeah.
Dayton.
Daytona will have a university soon. There's
Marty
like 1,000
Ra-
of them in
Marty
Florida. Oh, and
Moranic's
by the
good.
way, behind you,
Marty-
there's
Oh,
all
yeah.
kinds of fisticuffs
He'll
going
love
on.
that one, right?
Marty Moranic's gonna love that you called Dayton Daytona. He's gonna be like, I Steelers.
Oh, the
Right.
Daytona 500s.
Anyway, you know, I'll be honest with you. VCU's got a great shot of picking this apart. In the South region, VCU for sure. I mean, you know, they hit Houston, and the Houston is a wall of
I love
talent.
VCU.
I do too.
I love VCU to make a run.
If I got a hidden gem in the South region right there, even against Florida, VCU comes out tough.
Do you know what VCU stands for?
Virginia Commonwealth University.
Oh, very good.
Oh, well, okay, really?
Don't fuck with me.
Well, I was asking T. Leds.
No, you were.
I was putting the
your
lead.
left ear was listening.
I was
for
putting the
me.
lead better
Yeah,
on
you
the
think
spot.
I know nothing?
All right, Dino, over to you.
Yeah.
Who are your shockers? Either shocking in that they're out, or shocking that they're going to make the 16.
They're in. Okay, so I'm not a huge basketball guy, but for some reason I think Sparty's going to go a little further than anticipated. I know they're a 3 seed.
Could it be that both your daughters went there?
No,
No.
all 3 of them.
All.
Could it be
Is
that,
it all 3 of
that
them?
All
Jeremy
3 of them.
Fears is your favorite player because he constantly wants to kick other guys in the balls?
Yeah, in the nutsack. I just got a gut feeling because they always seem to nut up during the tournament. So not going to be surprised if they, get past the Sweet 16 and into the Elite 8. Okay, I don't think they'll win it all, but I'll think they'll
Do you
be.
think
a
they
good
make the Elite 8?
Wouldn't be surprised because there's a certain amount. Don't get me wrong; it's time for Izzo to go. He's worn out. He's worn me out.
Oh, I don't think
You're
so.
going to put the Italian stallion out to pasture?
Dude, are you fucking
He's
From
worn
Iron
me out.
Mountain,
He's
Michigan?
worn me out.
Dude,
boys.
he's got to keep coaching until he tips over.
Be wary of those teams.
Sure.
Kentucky and those kind of teams that have been there before, they almost have the bar set there. Like they expect to go into I don't care if they're a 7 seed, they expect to win.
Yeah,
That's how their program is
If
absolutely.
you
set
go
up.
and play at Kentucky,
Yeah.
you're not thinking you're missing the
you
fucking.
think you're getting a down team at
No.
North Carolina, and
You
they'll
get in,
bust
you
on
think
your
you got
ass.
a chance, and that's how you better
You're
think.
right, Tom. I got to say that, anything that Calipari touches is kind of like a golden rod. I mean, seriously. Of
course,
When
he's Italian.
when I look at
Dude,
Arkansas,
It's all recruiting.
I'll
They
just
get
be
the
honest
best
with you.
players
I don't
to
know
come
how
play with them. Yeah.
repetitively
Darius
he does that.
Acuff.
Yeah, well, out of Cass Tech, our hometown.
That's right.
You know?
He could be tournament MVP and he could
Right.
be one and done
Right.
in the league next year. He is special.
He is.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right. So now, again. All right, GOATQuest audience. This is your money we're talking about. It's your livelihood, your blood, sweat, and tears. You don't want to leave that to just anybody. You want John Pelon and Patrick Financial Group. They're registered investment advisors. And if you want to be the GOAT at whatever your gig is in life, you need Patrick Financial Group to keep your money right. So keep that nest egg growing with John Pelon and Patrick Financial Group.
Ooh, that's a great
Patrick
lead-in.
Financial Group, right? Patrick Financial Group, John Pelon. He's a registered investment advisor, and he is financial planning with understanding. So that's why the Patrick Financial Group is going to deliver the dollars to you right now in our GOAT list. Are you ready to tell our audience who the greatest college basketball players of all time were that did not make an impact at the professional level in the NBA? So these are GOATs at the college level who fizzled and disappeared before they could cash in on those pro dollars.
We'll probably start at number 10, right?
Yeah,
we
you
have
can start
10.
that.
We have 10.
Start with your honorable mention type
Yeah.
folks. Move up the list here. But this is because there's going to be guys playing. Look at Caravan for UConn, right? He's going to probably be close to the records and some of the because he's played all 4 years at UConn, right?
Right.
The records in scoring but is Karaban going to be an NBA player of any note?
No, I think
Probably not.
I've talked about it on a bunch of episodes, Joe, about how sometimes the pro game just doesn't mesh.
No, doesn't
Right?
translate.
It just
for everybody.
doesn't translate. The brain, for whatever reason.
We just saw a great player in Purdue win the Big Ten championship. This Kaufman-Renn,
Yeah.
6'8", big body. That's not right. What's the last
Well,
6'8" post player that did anything in the NBA?
Well, one of the guys too, Tyler Hansbrough. I know he's going to be on our list,
Right.
but it's a great example.
Great example.
That's a great one.
He, just didn't equate to the NBA.
No.
They're too big, too fast, too quick, and he was like bodying people and running people over, and that don't work in the NBA.
No.
No.
6'8", you better be able to spot and shoot the three.
Yep.
You said it. You said it before. You got to be a great athlete with a sick mindset
Yeah.
to be a good pro.
And these are like I don't know if everybody.
Some of these guys are just too soft.
I don't know if everybody understands. Like we talk about what freaks some of the NFL football players are, but the NFL still leaves enough room for an Edelman and a Wes Welker and these kinds of journeyman plumbers that can get the job done. Those guys don't exist in the NBA. In the NBA, it's all freakish athletic ability and size that defies logic.
Yeah, I
to be
agree.
that athletic and that big, the NBA style player, like the Muggsy Bogueses don't exist anymore.
No.
Yeah.
Right?
Touche.
So most of these guys who we're going to mention are of that ilk, right? They just didn't have the right size, temperament, or ability to do it at this level, but they found a way at the college level.
Well, I mean, you even look at hockey, right?
Sure. I'm looking at it right now.
No, but you will
Are you
not.
looking at me?
You will not see a goalie in the NHL that's under 6'1".
No, not
Doesn't
anymore.
exist. Doesn't matter.
You got to cover too
It,
much space.
it doesn't matter.
No.
Doesn't matter how good you are.
Prototype.
Dylan St. Cyr, who was
Yeah.
our bud, and we watched play, and he played at Notre Dame for 4 years, played at
Quinnipiac.
Quinnipiac. He played at Michigan State. He was really fucking good.
Fantastic.
He was really good, very fast, very quick, good leader, good kid. Didn't get a fucking sniff. Not even a sniff. And then he went to France and played for a couple years, and and he was in one of the lower leagues, and now he's done. He's working.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe Golf, did you know that I seen Dylan play in France?
Oh yeah, you went to where'd you go?
Lyon.
Chamonix.
Chamonix.
I went to Chamonix. I watched him play, and it was awesome. I got walked out of the arena because I was drinking beer out of a pitcher. Joe, how do you want to? You want to go round? Round table?
Yeah.
Should Ledbetter?
I'll throw one your way.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
throw one your way.
Let Joe break the ice.
Just
Yeah,
because
break the ice.
Just because Mark Few is currently the winningest basketball coach in NCAA history right now by percentage, and his Gonzaga team is a perennial top seed. I'm going to give you a Gonzaga. What are they called? The Zags?
I think
I think so.
Yeah, the Zags.
Zigzag.
Adam Morrison.
I saw
Remember
that,
the mustache?
Yeah.
The mustache of Adam Morrison was a first round, no doubt, lottery pick, 6'10 guard.
2006
Nada
National
in the
Player
NBA.
of the Year.
Yeah.
National Player of the Year. But he had knee injuries. So that's the tough thing, is that a lot of these guys that we're talking about got injured.
I didn't meet him, but I did see him in the wild.
Oh, he's fucking huge. And
I saw him in the wild at a wedding in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, which is very close to Spokane, where he went to school in Gonzaga. At that, that golf course where you got to hit over the water, and they take that weird bridge that connects the golfers to go out to the island green, that par 3.
Yeah.
The pros play this course, but that's at the hotel where this wedding occurred. And I saw him walking around in a tux, and it was one of the more ridiculous sights. Seeing a 6'10 human that's that skinny in a tux is pretty funny. just give you that as a
We're fortunate to have such nice bodies.
we fill out a tux, right?
And then there's
And
that.
then some.
Yeah.
so who you got, Dino?
All right. Well, so since you brought up injuries, boy, that changes the whole paradigm because Len Bias, Hank Gathers,
Well, Len
they're
Bias
dead.
is much
They're all
more than an
dead.
injury.
people you said injuries. So what about dead people?
Yeah. That
Too
counts.
soon.
That counts.
Okay, all right.
That
How
counts.
about Jimmer Fredette, Jimmer Mania? He's my number 5, BYU Cougar, 2011 National Player of the Year. Jimmer Mania averaged almost 30 points a game. He was a bench player in the NBA.
I saw him in like a 3-on-3 tournament last year, and he can still fill it up from anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Ice Cubes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw him in that.
Yeah, but he really didn't amount to much but he was all the rage, 15 years ago.
Inside of 30 foot, though.
Yeah.
He's in range. Tom Beer just didn't play both ways for the Detroit Lions.
No.
He also started out in college as a college basketball recruit.
Well, that's why I
at
brought it
Saginaw
up. That's
Valley
why I
State
brought it up, so
University.
you would say it.
Right.
But anyway, so I go to this tournament, and there's this white dude that's like 6'1", skinny, probably 190. And I God, that motherfucker looks familiar, right? So we play the game, and they've got some huge, and we had some huge guys on our team that played college basketball. He lit me up for like 35 in the first half. And when he was shooting, he was looking at my eyes. And he didn't take his fucking eyes off me. So he, pew, three.
Are you sure he didn't have a bit
It
of a
was
man crush?
Dude, he was just
Because
across.
you got some baby blues.
No.
You got some
Fuck
twinklers,
Fuck-
baby boy.
No. He was shitting on my baby blues. So he'd come across fucking mid-court and it's like pulling on me. I'm like, who is this motherfucker? I'm like, I'd never been beaten like this in my life.
beat you
It was Kirk
unmercifully.
It was Kirk Mans
Kurt Mans.
that holds the record for the threes in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Like the leading, like 3-point shoot. Dude, he tore me up. He did whatever he
This
wanted
is
to
at
me.
Saginaw Valley?
No, it was at some fucked up school, some high school.
Oh.
We played in this tournament, and he had like 6. Dude, he had 60 against me. He could have had 100. I couldn't stop him.
Wow.
Didn't matter what I did.
I want to throw a name out there for you because you just brought when you talk about that 3-point record. In my opinion, because they played before the 3-point line,
Yeah.
the guy who would be the all-time leading scorer in Big Ten history, because damn near every shot he took was a 3-pointer and never got credit for any of them. So all those extra points, Scotty Skiles.
Yeah.
Scotty Skiles took that shot from the top of the key, which is a 3-pointer.
Yeah.
Yep.
Every other shot that he took was above the top of the circle.
Yeah.
Right.
What about Pistol Pete? He averaged like 45 points a game at
Maravich.
LSU, but no 3-point line.
Yeah, a quarter of his shots for
Yeah.
sure were threes.
Maravich was phenomenal.
Wait, reset here. So, how big of a piece of shit is Saginaw Valley when a guy from Elkhorn Pigeon Bayport
Elkton.
Pigeon.
leaves Saginaw Valley?
They didn't know. No, they didn't know, though. They didn't know. I was a basketball player at Saginaw Valley. I was there for 6 months. I dropped out.
And you had great hair. I've seen the photos.
I had
you had
good-
great basketball hair.
And speaking of hair, look in the mirror.
Yeah.
Looking good.
Yeah.
Looking good.
Vidal Sassoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vidal
You know
says.
Saginaw Valley's a dump when a guy from Elkton
Pigeon Bayport.
Well, the
it's
fucked
like,
up
I'm going
thing
to
is,
transfer to Wayne State.
so the crazy thing is I walked on to Wayne State. I took
Right.
2 years off, put on 20 pounds. I walked on to Wayne State. So who knows where life's going to take you? Nobody
Right.
knows.
Nobody knows.
Nobody
but
knows.
we do know, Tom Ledbetter, that you have a pick for us right now on the Go
I
list.
do. I'm going to go with Sean Respert. 95, Michigan State.
Wow.
The guy could shoot the lights out
Yeah.
in college.
How would you ever think he wasn't going to be a good NBA
so
player?
Could
you
pull
just
from
said
anywhere.
it.
Yeah,
Consummate
nobody
two-guard.
could guard him. Yeah. He just
Right.
didn't equate.
Nope.
He was
Nope.
big enough.
And
Yeah, he
He's
wasn't
on my
that
honorable
big.
mention.
But he was big
he was
enough.
6'1".
No.
Yeah, he
look Sean Respert up. I
Six-
bet you he goes
6
6'3",
foot.
6'4".
No, he's
yeah.
6'1".
I'll bet you he goes 6'3",
I
6'4".
was
6'1",
The
I
reason
looked
I'm
him
telling
up.
you that is because I stood next to him. I bet you he goes 6'3",
Yeah,
6'4".
but Joe,
You're 5'9".
Yeah, you're 5'6".
He's bigger. He was considerably bigger than me. All right.
You're
Either
fucking-
And I'm
way,
strong like bull.
either
Sean
way,
Respert, good call. On my honorable
just
mention
saying
list.
that what he did in college was phenomenal. To watch him
light it
during
up.
the 90s, I'll kid
Jay
you not.
Vincent before him at Michigan
Yes,
State.
right. Jay Vincent,
Very
another
similar.
one. Yeah, right.
Jay Vincent was like 6'3".
6'3".
Right.
Sean
6'3".
Respert,
See
6'3".
that?
Okay.
So I am 5'11 and a half. After
No, you're 5'8".
not true.
All right, round one was good. Well, round one was
All right, we're
good.
coming back around again. My second pick
Where are you going?
in this debacle, just because I want to shit on Duke a little bit, right? It's my job.
Oh, you
as
think St. John's
as an
going to take
American?
him out?
As an American, Bobby Hurley. Bobby Hurley
yeah.
was the point guard du jour of multiple national championship runs.
That's
and
right.
did zero zilch in the NBA.
Yeah.
Right? Is there a better point guard performer in the NCAA tournament than Bobby Hurley?
What I think in my brain that I saw that a little bit, yeah. Because, dude, the guys in the NBA...
But don't you think Bobby Hurley could have been John Stockton? That's what I thought he was going to be.
No.
You saw something different.
Yeah.
That he was not John Stockton.
Yeah,
He was more of a stock boy.
You know, John Stockton actually surprises me because the guys are so big.
Gonzaga.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gonzaga.
I know.
Right.
John Stockton.
You ever hear the
I mean,
guys?
Isaiah Thomas. Let's
Who were you
face it, he was
talking
6
about
foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's your other pick earlier? Guy that we said flopped in NBA. Who are we talking about?
I have another Duke
white
for
kid.
you if you want Danny Ferry.
No, better than that. White kid.
Another worse than Danny Ferry and Bobby Hurley?
Touted higher.
Dude, Danny Ferry was a top player in the fucking country.
And
Yeah,
disappeared.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah.
O'Bannon
Cleveland
was
Cavalier
too.
got lost in Cleveland.
O'Bannon was too. So was.
O'Bannon's a good one.
There was
Ed
another
O'Bannon is a great one.
Yep.
2 years now.
Charlie
2
and
years,
Anders
right?
in the NBA.
And it just could not. He got banged up.
Yeah.
Who's the white kid we were talking about from Duke?
Bobby Hurley.
No,
Christian
no.
Laettner.
Christian
Laettner.
Christian Laettner
Yeah.
had a
Oh,
12-year pro career.
Yeah,
Stop saying he's a bust.
Yeah,
he was a
he's not- he's
contributor
not.
All right.
on many
Okay.
teams.
You guys are killing my list now.
So here's
You had Laettner on your list for
Well,
washouts?
wait for the surprise.
Christian Laettner is not
just
a
was
bust.
not a producer in NBA. He was a
I agree with you on that statement.
He
was
just
not.
was not.
He was not a heavy producer.
No.
but he was a contributor for
9 points.
Joe,
contributor.
You know,
as our leader, as our mentor, as our mediator, can you
Easy.
reel us in because
Yes,
now my whole list is blown apart because Ledbetter.
we're looking for a top 3 from you now.
Oh wow.
We're on to the top 3. We got
Circle the wagons.
We got to land this plane sometime.
Okay, moving up to the top 3.
Yes.
Okay, so with me or you want Ledbetter?
I want your 2 or 3.
Okay, I'm gonna rip through them. Number 3, the judge from Purdue High School, Antoine Joubert.
Oh, I love that.
The Persian doughboy, never
Such a good
played in the
basketball
That's a
player.
NBA.
good one. That's
Okay,
Yeah.
can I tell you my Joubert story?
Please tell
All right.
Tell me your Joubert, and then I'm going to
Callahan
ask you a
Hall.
question.
Callahan Hall, and I think what were the Goodwill, the good something, you remember the game where the
Where you
Catholic,
I do.
Catholic League
Yeah,
champion
yes.
played the PSL
Correct.
champion?
It's
Yeah,
where you buy your
it was a
clothes.
crossover. CHL.
It's called the Good something game, the Goodfellows
No,
game
no,
or-
the good.
Yeah,
It's where you buy your outfits.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Salvation Army. So Salvation Army game.
No,
is
PSL, CHSL.
Callahan Hall.
Right.
Joubert comes out first for Pershing by himself. Nobody else is out there. And you can hear the guys, the team guys, are like down in the like little tunnel area behind, and they're like whistling or humming or something, right? While he comes out by himself. So that like his team is like making like entourage music for him, right? But he comes out in the corner, right? That first corner, looking sideways at the basket, and he buries a tray ball. And then he moves up to the elbow and he buries a tray ball. And then he moves up to the top of the key and he buries and he buries and he buries. He went all the way around 5 spots, buried all 5, and then he whistled and the whole team came out. That is how Pershing rolled up into Callahan Hall. With the judge hitting 5 bombs and whistling for the team to come out.
I've heard about that.
That is hard as hell.
Operation Friendship.
Oh, nice.
Operation
Operation
Friendship,
Friendship.
there you go.
All right, Joe. Joe Willie.
That's what it was
That's
called.
when the PSL champion plays the Catholic League.
So let me ask.
Otherwise, we never played them.
Let me ask you a question because you're a leader in knowledge. What Big Ten point guard is near the top of the all-time list of points scored and assists?
Well,
And fuck.
if I had to guess, I'd say Scotty Skiles. Well, Magic Johnson, Scotty Skiles.
Everybody thinks Magic or Scotty. It was Antoine Joubert, number 5 in assists and number 20
got
in
that one.
scoring.
No.
What's interesting is back in the 80s, you were either a playmaker or a point scorer. He was one of the first to do both,
Okay.
but never played one game in the NBA.
He never played one game.
Ooh,
No.
that's a great pull. He never played an NBA game.
Since you brought it up, you mentioned Isaiah Thomas. Think about the point guards in the Big Ten in the 70s and 80s. Magic Johnson, Isaiah Thomas, Gary Grant, Antoine Joubert.
Ramil Robinson.
Ramil Robinson.
Wasn't much of a pro. Atlanta Hawks, couple of years there.
Derek Coleman.
You know, Ramil Robinson's has gotten in big trouble financially. Like he's like Ponzi schemed some people.
He could use our financial planner.
We need to call John Pelon and get him to help Ramil Robinson out of a hole.
Hey, John, we need you.
Doug Smith was another one.
All right, that reminds me, Joe.
Doug Smith. That's another.
Who's Doug Smith?
Oh, went to Missouri, played for
Missouri-
Norm
Missouri-
Stewart, came out of the PSL.
Scored 26 points a game.
Was he Catholic League or PSL?
PSL. No, in Catholic League. No. Just De La Salle.
No, Doug Smith. That was Alan Jefferson.
That's
Doug
Alan
Smith.
Jefferson,
Doug Smith did not. play for
Ledbetter,
PSL.
you still got that same bullshit fucking shot.
Here we go.
You got some bull.
I'm reading it from right
it's
here.
the
Who
worst.
did you-
No, I'm talking about your fucking shot.
You know
And
who went to Missouri with
what?
him?
You got a bullshit
Terrible,
shot.
terrible shot.
Horrible.
Terrible
Oh,
jump
in
shot.
basketball?
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah, ugliest jump shot.
Looks
in
like you're
America.
lifting fucking
Whatever
weights.
you want to do, but
No, it's like a shot put.
Oh yeah.
He's like pushing it from
It's
his.
like pumpkin tossing.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
Like fucking toss.
But you know who played with Doug Smith at Missouri?
it went in.
Doug Smith,
They didn't
Catholic
go in.
Central High School.
Okay, here we go.
Maybe one.
I played
McIntyre.
7 years.
You remember
at
McIntyre?
Lifetime
Yeah.
He was
Fitness
another one that was
in the leagues.
30-foot bombs.
Who?
What's that-
You
what's
were
that
up there in
one
Elton
play?
Pigeon Bayport. McIntyre was a guard played for Holowicki at Catholic Central.
Yes.
What-
He could shoot from anywhere.
What-
He played for Norm Stewart at Missouri.
not to turn this thing on its head, but the Mr. Basketball, Garavaglia, what was the
John
guy?
Garavaglia.
Yeah.
Great player. I hung out with him. My girlfriend,
Who's the other
my
guy?
freshman
He
year in
didn't hang
college.
out with you.
You remember Gene? But my girlfriend in college ended up roommates with his girlfriend in college. I hung out with him all the time my freshman year of college.
Was he much of a pro? He wasn't much
I
of
don't
a...
think he played pro. Maybe
Yeah.
he played in Europe.
He was probably the only Mr. Basketball
the
that
one?
didn't have a huge college career
Where'd
either.
he go?
Michigan State.
Terry Mills didn't have a huge pro career.
No.
I mean, he was a good Piston
He was a good Piston.
for a minute. Okay.
Lionel Simmons was another
Lionel
one.
Big Train Simmons.
I had 5 guys.
Where did Lionel Simmons play in college?
Missouri.
No.
No, I don't know.
LaSalle.
LaSalle.
You don't remember Lionel Big Train
91.
Simmons?
Yep.
Gino's over here giving me Wayman Tisdale. Wayman Tisdale played 11 years.
You're right.
And averaged 20 points 3 times.
Yeah, you're right. So
So don't be.
he's off my
don't
all
mess with my
dead
Oklahoma
list.
Sooners.
Yeah, you're right. I was wrong.
By the way,
And he's
they're
a hell
out.
of a jazz guitarist.
By the way, they're out. Bye bye.
Yeah, Oklahoma was out.
They were
San
they
Diego
were one
State
of the
out.
teams.
Auburn out. I was a little. Seton Hall, I thought had a shot. Seton Hall out.
right.
A lot of the big.
Joe, can we go around and who's your pick?
Wait,
To
you
win
want to
it
go
all.
right to number
We
one?
go right to number 1. It's time.
Wait,
Who's your pick?
It's time. Let's wrap it up.
But okay, but real quick then, my number 2 actually has a sponsor. So
Bring it.
my number 2 has been paid for attorney at law Scott McDonald, Mateen Cleaves. If you
Mateen Cleaves.
Tom Beer, do you know anybody who gets in
Flintstones.
more trouble than me?
Mateen Cleaves.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, thank you for saying that. But I keep Scott McDonald on retainer because I seem to always find trouble.
Do you actually pay the retainer?
No.
Did he represent you in your Lafayette, Coney Island nightmare?
He did.
Yeah.
Yes, he
Yeah,
did.
all right.
All right. This
Back
pick.
to it.
This
All right.
pick is brought to you by Scott McDonald, attorney at law. Call Scott for all your legal needs. If anything, he's got the second hottest wife in Northville, so it's worth getting to know Scott McDonald, attorney at law, Michigan State grad. My number 2 is Mateen Cleaves. I'm out.
I'm a big fan of Mateen Cleaves for what he did in college. I can't deny that he was underwhelming as a pro. But talking about Bobby Hurley seeing it coming, you kind of looked at Mateen Cleaves and thought, oh, he might struggle as a pro. He's a great college player.
Little short. Most of those guards are 6'5". What's Mateen?
I also think
6'1"?
and
Yeah,
Mateen Cleaves is
6'1".
the kind of guy who was an overachiever. Like he maxed out his talent in that.
sure did.
I mean, he did a hell of a job
Yep.
leading the Spartans, one of the great Spartans of all time.
He sure did. That's it. Mateen Cleaves didn't pan out in the pros. 2000 natty, 6 NBA seasons. Underwhelming. Averaged 6 points a game. Underwhelming. And I already said Christian Laettner's my number 1, but you poo-pooed that.
Let's throw an Ohio State Buckeye under the bus with Greg Oden.
Oh,
Greg Oden
there you go.
was supposed
There
to
you
be
go. Touted.
right. He was.
But he also got
he
hurt.
was the next
He hurt-
Charles Oakley.
He hurt his knee.
Yes.
He hurt his knee also.
He came back from that and never did make a a comeback. Though,
Yeah, I mean, the injury stuff is hard.
Zero production from him, and then I don't want to steal one from you. Are you going to give another big man?
My big one is Ed O'Banion. I mean, he was a fucking Final Four MVP. He played 2 years in the NBA, and he had knee problems too.
It's true. I look at O'Bannon almost the same way, and I know this guy did play some pro ball at a decent level, but Danny Manning.
Yeah.
Danny Manning
Yeah, that was
for all we thought he was going to be the next Magic Johnson. He could bring the ball up the floor, right? Danny Manning didn't do much. Kwame Brown, remember him? He was the first big high school guy to come out, no college, come right in.
Oklahoma State, Brian Big Country Reeves.
Oh, Reeves. That's
There's
a
another
good one.
I mean, it's just
Big Country. He was okay, wasn't he?
He was an okay pro.
was
Journeyman
okay.
pro.
Yeah.
Journeyman pro.
But for what they had him touted,
Can I give you a Euro? Can we throw a Euro trash under the bus here?
Absolutely.
This one is going to hit you right in your soul. Darko
Milicic.
Milicic.
The human
By the-
victory
By
cigar.
the Pistons.
Holy
Pistons.
shit. What did we give up? Didn't we? I mean,
All kinds
the
of
guys
them.
we passed over that we could have had. Wasn't Dwayne Wade in that
Yeah.
draft?
Wayne Wade was in that draft. Yeah.
We had a shot at Dwayne Wade and took Darko Milicic.
Isn't it
goes to
amazing?
Miami.
Isn't it
Human
amazing what
victory
a,
cigar.
How does that happen?
what a crapshoot the draft is?
Yeah.
Even NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball.
I agree with you.
Dude, it's amazing. You can watch these guys, even in NFL, they go to this East-West All-Star game. That's a combine. That's all it is. It's a fucking combine. When you went to the Division II All-Star game, it's a combine.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yeah, it's a,
I mean, you play football too, but
It's a crapshoot.
it's a combine. It's such a crapshoot that you can have scouts watch a guy for 4 or 5 days play against really good players and miss and not get it.
You know, I hope you come back and do something on the combine at some point.
We will.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit.
Combines is a combine.
I do want to finish this up, though,
Yeah, go ahead.
because there's two that none of you have said. Anybody have the guess?
Hank Gathers.
Very-
Hank
I
Gathers.
mean, Hank Gathers passed away. You
Right.
can't fault him for.
No.
I'm talking
No.
about guys who didn't
I
perform.
did.
Right?
Yeah.
Didn't perform. One that almost should be on everybody's list because he was picked ahead of Michael Jordan is Sam Bowie
Yeah, Sam Bowie.
from
yeah.
Kentucky. Right? The fact that Sam Bowie did very little in the NBA. I mean, he did play 6-7 years, but did was taken ahead of Michael Jordan is a travesty.
Yeah.
But the next one, the guy who was on the cover of Sports Illustrated multiple times, the guy who, when we were growing up, everybody thought was the next Wilt Chamberlain, and really was just a journeyman, Ralph Sampson.
Wow.
He
Think
played,
about Ralph
though.
That was a
Sampson.
disappointment.
He played.
He would
He
never.
never won, but what
It
was
was a
he?
disappointment.
Yeah,
I mean,
he was.
Was he a
probably-
one-time All-Star, maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, Ralph Sampson's a really good one because he was an NCAA tournament legend and GOAT, but he didn't have the career to
That's a
back
good
it up.
Ralph
Big
Sampson.
body, big everything,
good
and could
one.
not produce.
That's why you make the big bucks,
Yeah.
and you have the good hair.
I do want to bring up one tournament rock star as we picked Michigan to make a run here out of the Midwest region, a former Michigan player.
Glenn Rice.
Thank you. Who does not get any run. Glenn Rice had a tournament for the ages.
For
in
the
that tournament.
ages.
You
1989.
go back and you look at the shooting percentage, but Glenn Rice, at that run at Michigan, if we're looking at an inspiring moment, if Yaxel Lendenborg can be the Glenn Rice from 1989, then they got a shot.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yaxel.
Say that 5 times fast.
Glenn Rice, greatest March Madness performance ever. 31 points a game and a national champion. Where's he from?
Flint, Michigan.
Flint Northwestern.
That's
Very
right.
good.
NW.
Flint, the original
Yeah.
Flintstone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Before Mateen.
Well, Beecher was there, but
Yeah, there were some great players who came out of Flint before
Yep.
Rice,
But
but Rice is
very
the one
few.
that landed,
Rice was
and of course, also known for his tryst with our former vice presidential candidate from Alaska. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. Sarah Palin?
Sarah Palin and
He
Glenn
bagged
Rice.
her?
Sarah Palin and Glenn Rice.
Did you say tryst?
A tryst. There was the
I
fling.
said bag.
There
He
was a
said
fling.
tryst. the big ugly hockey championship of the world is March
My birthday.
March 27th at Yost Arena at 9 p.m., raising money in honor of my cousin Mike Candela, who died of a massive heart attack at age 39.
Rest in peace.
May he rest in peace. One of the coolest cats ever. Was always down at Wayne State football games. One of the reasons I played football was because he said, go for it. So we are raising money in Mike's name, March 27th at Yost Arena, 9 p.m. If I can work it out with Ace, hopefully there'll be a GOAT podcast live from the mezzanine at
We're trying.
Yost.
You want to do it?
Trying to make it happen.
So if anybody
We gotta
out there
convince
wants to
Ace.
donate, just Venmo Dino-Candela, and that money will go right to the Mike Candela Foundation.
I actually think that you should Venmo Ace.
Or Venmo Ace. Yeah, because we got to pay for this. So
We'll figure it out.
Mike's been gone 15 years. He died at 39. Raising money. Tom Beer will be there, signing autographs, kissing babies. Thank you very much for my shameless plug.
Yeah.
Dino, we'd
God
love
bless.
to have you. The Italian Stallion, Dino Candela, T-Leds, T-Sweetness over here.
Thank you, Joe.
The Ice
Always.
Team. I'm here, Joe Goff, Joe Willie with the Beer Man. I do want to do my own little dedication. My dedication is to my sweet French Bulldog, Bane, the glorious and powerful defender. We lost our beautiful dog, family dog, and he was one of the greatest little partners in crime that you could ask for. So my dedication is to Bane, my sweet family French Bulldog. We'll see you again on the other side. So be the GOAT, ladies and gentlemen, at whatever it is that you're doing
Bane.
today.
To Bane and my brothers.